I'm sorry, Josh. Sir. Ready?
Yeah, that was fancy.
Clap it.
Is that like Friends? Were you clap
You were
like
absolutely
Friends?
like friends. Yeah.
I love it.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Josh Lyon Team Podcast brought to you by...
Velocity Lending.
Yes, Dakota, you got it.
Way to nail that one.
I'm with as always, with Dakota Burke and Josh Lyon, and we have a special guest today. She's the executive director of the Windsor Chamber of Commerce. I can speak, I promise. Michelle Vance, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, guys. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah,
It's
thanks for
awesome.
coming.
It's great.
How you feeling about this?
I love it. Hey, podcast. I'm a kind of a podcast junkie. Now that I know you guys do, I'm going to follow you. But I'm an Adam Carolla and Joe Rogan person.
There you go.
Yes.
Now, if you were to do a podcast, what would it be about? Putting you on the spot right now.
Chamber chat. I would talk
Chamber
to different
chat.
businesses. Yep, the chamber chat.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
So,
Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, chamber chat
Love it.
with the chamber lady.
so Michelle, can you tell us a little bit more about what you do and how well you do it?
Wow.
Yeah.
We are a business advocacy organization, but we're more like a tribe. So when you belong to a Windsor or any chamber of commerce, our job is to help promote business.
Okay.
And not only to business, but really we connect the business to resident. So we mine that pot of gold, which is called the resident.
Very cool. Now, how did you get in contact with the Velocity team?
Well, they're one of our great businesses in downtown. They do lots of fun things with us.
We do, yeah. So we actually, when we moved down here originally, Michelle came and introduced herself and was like, you guys need to be part of the chamber. And we're like, okay, cool. Well, what all you guys do? And she just rolled off all these events that they do. And we've been participating in quite a few of them. And it's been really good. A lot of activity from the community members. The wine walks have been awesome. The Halloween or the candy.
Oh, yeah, trick or treat downtown,
I don't
yeah.
remember what it was called exactly. And yeah, we've been doing a lot of stuff since, in our new office as well. And we were like, I don't know, 30 feet away.
Yeah,
from you guys'
literally
office.
across
When
the
your
street.
office is
Yeah.
across the street.
So she barely made it in time for
Yeah.
this.
Right? Yeah, she was
played
running
Frogger
late. She's like,
in-
I'm coming from the office. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Yeah.
She was here. It was
Traffic like
crazy.
Frogger.
Yeah. That would be amazing to see you just do a Frogger through this
I
traffic.
did.
But,
I did it twice.
No, but actually, what's actually crazy because I did participate in the trick or treat thing you guys did last year. I was at the gym that's over here.
Oh, yeah. At 408 or
Red Zone.
Red Zone. That's
sorry.
right. Super nice people, and yeah, they had
Don't
me
work with their
playing.
lender over there. Just kidding.
They had me around. They had me playing music. They were super sweet, and that was an awesome event. So it was really cool to see that.
Yeah,
So
we have fun. We have a
not
lot of
being
fun.
someone who lives here, it's really cool to see like the community and all businesses really take a part of that. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about Windsor is it's small town still, right? You still get that small town feel. And I don't know, coming from a small town, I love that. And then doing all the events just adds on to it for sure.
So-
Well, and you also need something to that's going to promote the things that are happening. Otherwise, the word's not going to get out just
Right.
by word of mouth. So you
Yep.
need somebody like Michelle to promote all of these events that they're doing to get the community involved together.
So our tagline this year is small enough to be quaint, big enough to be a destination. That's kind of our little tagline.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I
Yeah,
like it.
yeah, we're quaint, but we can still have fun and people can come see us.
Who came up with that? Because they should get a promotion.
Actually, it's the gal that owns a bottled olive, Amanda Hiller. She, we were milling over different taglines, and it just happened. It was pretty cool. So yeah, that's our tagline.
I'm really bad at that. My taglines are always awful. It's great. Now, okay, so I guess for me, kind of, obviously, us doing these things and all that fun stuff, I never really understood what a chamber actually does or how they actually are able to help the community through the businesses, but also through, like connecting to residents. What's one way that someone can just approach you to kind of get that information about you? Because, I mean, I can imagine owning a business or being a first-time business owner, there is that intimidation of asking for help or finding those resources. So how's the process of even approaching you guys?
So we've been fortunate. Since 2020, June of 2020, we've grown over 300 new members.
Wow.
And by doing that, it's because we're doing things, right? I think a lot of people are like, well, I know a lot of the younger generation doesn't even know what a chamber is or even that word,
Absolutely.
right? And so I think our job is to connect that community, but also we're a tribe for the businesses. I'm an advocate. I mean, during COVID, when they shut my restaurants down and they were limiting a lot of things, we fought, and I will never again not fight hard for our business. I mean, it was unreal challenge especially when they shut our restaurants down for the second time during Christmas, when they have all their parties and their company parties, and it was, you could see the look on their face. It was like defeat again. And I'm on this side now. I used to be in economic development on the government side. I'm going to tell you right now, I'll never work for the government again because I need to have that advocacy piece. I need to fight for them, and learning through COVID and now just what we do with the chamber and connecting business to resident and making that connection through events. But we can only help a businesses if they tell us what to do, right? And if a business connects us.
I'm not good at letting Michelle know what's going on in our lives, so we've learned that tonight. So that's great that we've been communicating.
Yeah, she's throwing shade right now. Just be like, Josh.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I need
look
to
at
know.
the
I didn't
Windsor
get to come
Chamber
to the
website
party.
for all of our stuff. It's
Yes.
going to be coming in hot.
And
from
that being said, we do have an amazing calendar that every member of our chamber can put their events on for free.
Very cool.
So
okay,
Hannah,
get on
there's
it.
your cue.
Yeah. Hannah, you and I are going to talk.
So we talk about memberships. What does that really mean? I mean, because obviously you have the events, and I'm sure there's. I mean, you can even explain how like the pricing goes, or even just things like that. Because when you think of membership in chamber, I'm just like, what are you doing to help me personally, right? Obviously, it's not like an attack on anything. It's just more of a curiosity
No, it's
thing.
true.
Because I mean, like, there's people that have approached me for different, for chamber and really specifically,
Yep.
and I'm just like, I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know
So
like what a membership kind of comes down to.
It all
so.
depends on how they're like structured. For me, I have 20 years of marketing experience. And so my job is to work. I do lots of one-on-one with businesses. Look at your brand, look at your logos, look at your message, make sure you're on point, make sure you're using that information to get out to the public. And how are you doing that? That's my job. So I have a different kind of a talent than some chambers. You know, my job, because of my past experience, is to help promote you, but I need to be able to teach you how to promote yourself.
Gotcha. Now, what if someone has it figured out?
And they're just on point.
Yeah, but they're still part of it. So how?
So
what
then
that benefit comes with
they
that?
communicate with me, right? So every time they post on Instagram, they tag us. Every time they have an event or some type of open house or any type of party, they send us the information. And I have a newsletter that gets 65% open rate, and it goes to almost 5,000 people.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
That's a lot
Yeah.
of people.
I mean, I think there's something to be said about the way you have to market yourself, especially nowadays. It's so multi-dimensional, if that makes sense. Like, you can't just be on one app and expect to get the results.
Or you
in.
just do an ad in the paper. Remember that? I mean, I do. I mean, it was like, oh, I put an ad in the
What is a paper?
Exactly. We don't even have a newspaper in our town. We don't
Yeah.
have a reporter that covers governmental processes. I'm sure you guys probably don't even know what the budget is for the city. And I think that's
There's a
communication.
$10.
No. I mean, I found a fun fact. Just this city alone, they're going to do $25 million of road projects this next year.
Awesome.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Everyone
In
complains
Windsor?
about roads and parking. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know anything about that? Or
Yeah, I'm learning, right? I
No,
go
I
to
don't wanna put you on
everything.
the spot, but
Yeah,
what's
what's
going on?
But I got to hear our city manager speak, and I'm like, wait a minute, we need to have like a state of the city breakfast where our businesses can meet the government, because you need to have that relationship too.
Absolutely.
Because they, guess what, control a lot.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like we talked about with COVID, and you see how much these
Yes.
local governments do control what we can and can't do, which I never put that much emphasis on until COVID.
Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy. So it's good for us to know. Sorry.
Now, is there any events coming up that you're kind of looking forward to, or that maybe even if you're not part of the chamber, that people can actually maybe like be a part of or attend, or?
So one of the things that, I mean, we have lots of events, but how I was just thinking about how I connect business. So not only can you host an event, right? Be a host for one of our wine walks. I also have a thing called hermit crabbing, where let's say you're not downtown and your business is not located, but you know a business owner. We've had real estate agents in Josh's office partnering with different events. So they come down, they partner with you, they split the costs and split the manpower to put on an event. So they're meeting the community. I mean, how many people do you get in here? Probably
During
300.
the wine walk?
Yeah.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah, 300 people. You couldn't put an ad big enough in a paper or put a commercial to get 300 people in your store.
Absolutely. Now, so I've heard a lot about the wine walk, and I love wine. So can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah.
You walk and you drink wine.
Yeah, no. Well, we hope.
mean,
You
basically-
taste.
I'm
It's
really good at
tasting.
this.
Oh, wait,
It's a
okay, my
tasting. It's
apologies.
not
This isn't
wine
red.
drinking. It's wine tasting, not drinking. So basically, you have pretend you're in the vineyards in California, right? You're up in Napa and you're like strolling to
was just
different
there.
vineyards, right? Love Napa. I'm an Opus One connoisseur.
Oh, I'm more of a Anderson Valley myself. I don't even know that's a thing. It sounds like no, actually Hidden Valley. That's what I meant.
Oh,
That's
Hidden
Wine
Valley?
Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we so each business in downtown hosts a different vineyard. And
Oh, that's cool.
people have certain types of wine they like. There's white wine drinkers, red wine drinkers, bubble drinkers, all that, right? So we scatter the wine out. We purchase about $7,000 worth of wine. Each business has a different varietal and a different brand.
What do you guys do with the one that hasn't
The business
used,
gets to
you
keep
know?
it,
You
which
know, if you
never
wanna-
happens.
if you wanna
Dakota
donate
drank it
to us,
last
you know,
time.
it's totally
Not
fun.
true. Everybody drank it all
Yeah.
that was here.
It was fun, yeah.
Like you said, 300 people. It goes by fast.
It goes quick. And it's tasting, it's not wine drinking.
No,
So
for
we
sure.
go through
It's
cases
just
of
tasting
wine.
a heavy amount of wine.
Yeah,
just
you
to
get,
make,
you
just to
get a
make sure you
couple
like
ounces. You get a couple ounces, but you get to go to 10 locations. So you don't get to go all 28 spots. You get to go pick 10.
You have to do a
because
little
it would
punch
be a
card.
problem.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
That's
Okay.
always my job. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you're the punch man.
carder. Yep.
it. So
Yep.
when is this? When is this happening?
So the next one coming up is our Ugly Sweater Wine Walk, which last year we had 750 tickets sold.
Yeah.
It was huge and it was amazing. It's super fun. It's on November 19th this year.
Nice.
We already are 70% sold out right
Wow,
now.
that's
And we
impressive.
just put the tickets on sale 10 days ago.
Look at that. So
Yeah.
you guys, if you guys are interested, please look. Whenever this comes out, you better check to make sure that you guys are available for that.
You can also hit us up and we can help with
yeah.
whatever as well.
Yeah, and finally, Michelle, where can people contact you or reach out if they want more information or even acquire, just even get a membership?
So we are at the windsorchamber.net. That's our website. Has all the information there. But also we manage a tourism commission too.
Okay.
So we have that, and that's visit windsorcolorado.com.
I love it.
You guys found a good name. But hey, also, if you guys want more information about it, not only can you go with them, you can also talk to Josh and Dakota. Where can they reach you guys at?
Reach us at 970-460-6677. That's the easiest way.
And
www.nocolending.com.
Ooh,
that's
nice.
right. That's another good website.
Rolls off the
Excellent.
tongue.
Yeah.
I'm all about the websites now, apparently. I don't know why. But hey, Michelle, thank you so much for joining
for being
us.
with us. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
I-
high five. Good
Woohoo!
day.
Hope you
High
enjoyed
five.
this. I know it's a little random and a little red, but that's okay.
It's perfect.
Thank you
Anyway,
guys again so much for
you.
tuning in. If you guys are wanting any questions about the Chamber of Commerce, please reach out to Michelle. Any things about loans, since we didn't talk about any of that today, talk to these guys as well. So
We're here to support local businesses as well. We've done some and we're doing more. And if you're a local business, you want to be on our podcast, let us know. We'd love to have you.
that's right.
Thanks for
time.
watching, Mom.
Yeah, shout out to Lorinda. Thank you guys again so much. Have a good one. We'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Cheers.